Samantha White, Family and Children's Minister at Mt Eliza, joined our team as a coach to people working in families ministry. Sam believes that coaching for people in these specialist roles is particularly important. They're part of the overall ministry and leadership team, but they often need to shape realistic part-time roles that are supporting some of our most critical ministries.
I was working as a children's and families minister in the Anglican parish of Mt Eliza, and Dorothy asked me if I'd be interested in becoming involved because there was somebody who was also a children's minister that they were looking to have coaching. And my background before I moved into ministry was in sales and marketing and training, so I kind of had a bit of an understanding of that type of thing, and I've always really enjoyed that aspect of work. So I figured it would be a good way of tying in all of those skills I already had from my previous background and helping people become better at not really selling, but exploring the idea of God and faith and getting people interested in that. So how could I help other people become better at that? I think you see a lot of leadership encouragement and training in the Bible when you look at Jesus and the disciples, and then when you look at Paul and the apostolic journeys, there's a lot of coaching that naturally happens in those roles. So it's something that I think really should be part of how the church and the diocese helps each other along and stands alongside other people in their roles. Children's and families ministers often seem set aside from other ministry roles within the church. It's often quite a specific role, but the challenges are actually exactly the same as all the other ministers. So you can experience role overwhelm, those blurry boundaries between what's actually your role and what's somebody else's role. Those incredibly busy times of the year can be a really useful thing to have coaching around how you manage that and how you work effectively in team ministry, because almost inevitably you're working in team ministry as a families minister. Where coaching helps is allowing you to think through where are you going to set the boundaries on your work life so that you're not impacting on other aspects of your life, but you're still achieving what you need to within that role. Because at some point, if you're working double what you should be working, then really all you're doing is setting up the next person for failure. This is such a vital ministry, and if we don't resource it with coaching and with other mentoring and people standing alongside you, then how are we going to get the church to grow? Training people to work with children's and families ministers shows that the diocese recognises the strategic importance of these roles. It helps those ministers to see that they're part of a much bigger picture around the growth of the church locally and in the wider community as well.